Welcome back everyone to Let's Play MediEvil. Or at least a black screen. Okay. So in case anyone was wondering why there was no Pokemon Mystery Dungeon this week, I can't get through Miracle Sea. So we're having a bit of an issue with that. Instead, we're back to MediEvil, which I know won't screw me with RNGBS. So, yeah. Alright. So last time we beat both the pumpkin things, so today we're heading to the Sleeping Village, which is a cutscene. You really showed the ground who's boss there, person. And so we enter the Sleeping Village, which will probably give me quite a few nightmares tonight.
Poor villagers. The master possesses them. It mustn't hurt them. Hurt guards, though. They seek out an object of great power.
Interesting. So don't hurt the villagers, is what he's saying. We're gonna go ahead and go with the hammer. A good soul has been lost. Oh, okay. I see what we're doing here. So he really meant it when he said it mustn't hurt them. Well, you know, I had to tell. Really? I was thinking it would take you out of the level, not the entire game. Alright, so the gimmick here is not to hurt the innocent villagers, but instead to hurt all of the guards because they are guards. That sounds reasonable? Yes, I know. Alright. That's just a few. A Fountain of Rejuvenation, which I think I need a little bit of. Yep. A crucifix once stood here, but the mayor took it. Find a replacement and see how the church should really look. One of 2 dragon gems. Alright, so we're looking for a cross of some sort. The interesting thing about this level is that you start with 59% already in your chalice. You just need to make sure not to kill any of the innocent villagers. Alright, well, we got the moon rune. Oh, excuse me. Wow, she kinda hurts. The rune key is held aloft by the flow of water from the fountain. You may have to wait for the next drought. What? That requires a chaos rune. Can't do anything there. Oh, the chaos rune's right there. Okay. Let's see. Can I go in here? Alright. We're in the blacksmith's house? Not blacksmith really, but like a stable master. Blacksmith's Monthly. No, this is the blacksmith's. Okay. Old Man Willie Green of Gallowstown was awarded Smithy of the Season by our readers. His outstanding casts have produced many intricate and hard-wearing iron goods and sculptures. Willie only uses the finest of metals in his work and is particularly noted for his magnificent busts. Old Man Willie was quoted as saying, "Aye, when I get pumping on the bellows, there's nothing stopping me. It's all in the rhythm, up and down, up and down. I've always been inspired by the great stories of Stan your Iron Hewer, the greatest smithy there ever was. What did that have to do with anything? Don't stand in that. I guess that makes perfect sense if you think about it. That looks like a villager, so we are not going to murder him. As much as he looks to be deserving of it. I don't know what's up with this. Looks like a launching ramp, but I doubt my dash could possibly get over this, right? Right? No, all it does is kill you. Alright, so there might be a boat or something involved here. Oh, well, we can do this and get the life bottle. That's good. Energy vial, I mean. That'll replace the life bottle fee stuff, so that's good. Alright, so let's see. Okay, well that seems to be the entirety of the sleeping village. So now I'm confused. Oh, well there's this area. Smash each of the barrels. And we can use the moon rune there, as well as open that up with that. Maybe I've got to like trick her into... Come here. No. I think I needed the barrels then. Why are you here? Pushing in this game is not the most accurate thing ever, is it? Ow. I like the sound effect though. It's pretty funny. Alright. Just kind of carefully... Oh, god dang it! Okay, third time's the charm. At least we hope so, because this is the last freaking barrel. Can you stop doing that, please? It's kind of creepy and irritating at the same time. Alright, so now we're down here. Apparently you can smash rats for 1 gold. So get to it. Well, there's a club. That's cool. I don't know why I need this, so we're gonna switch back to the hammer. I require the earth rune here. Ow. Okay. Bust of Mr. Shanks, landlord of the Troll's Head, to clean the statue lower pedestal. And there's the earth rune. Clean statue lower pedestal. And I do that how? Landlord of the Troll's Head, to clean the statue lower pedestal. Ow. To clean the statue lower pedestal. Clean the oh, what the heck? Clean the statue. Nope, nope. Stop it. Clean the statue lower pedestal. Clean the statue lower pedestal. How does one go about doing that? Wait, I've got an idea, and it's a crazy one, but it just might work. Okay, I was hoping I could aim the arm and boomerang it at the statue, but apparently that is not a thing you can do. Oh, okay. That did pretty much exactly what I thought it would. It's just for some reason I missed the barrel. Okay, and that lowers the... Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, I now have the landlord's bust. Okay. And that does... what exactly? God, these things are creepy. Hello?
Hurry, comrades, tear this place apart. If we don't find the shadow artifact, Lord Zarek will have us mocking out the demons for the next millennium.
Interesting. Alright, well, we're allowed to kill these, so let's get to it. Rifles hurt. Okay. Well, luckily we had a conveniently placed energy vial. So there's this thing, but I need the Chaos Rune to get in there, but I don't have the Chaos Rune, so yeah. Hope for the next drought. The heck does that mean? Oh, there's this room with this weird lady. Yeah, that's about it. This is the troll's head. Oh, I get it. Nope, I don't get it. I thought for sure that'd be it. Oh, well, there's a shop golem here. Gargoyle, whatever. Let's see, throwing daggers is 40, crossbow bolts is 80, arrows is 60, spears is 100 per 10. Okay. Excuse me. Arrows seems to be a pretty safe bet. Oh, that'll cut off the flow of water, won't it? I understand. Okay. Definitely a bit more exploration in this level than there was in the Pumpkin Serpent. But at the same time, it's not completely obtuse like the other one. Alright. So we're in here now. And there's a lot of reading to do. And of course, reading is very difficult for Sir Dan. Very difficult indeed. Okay. The History of Gallowmere, Volume 1. During the dark time that was Gallowmere's not too distant past, it was King Peregrine who thwarted Zarok, the necromancer, in his plan to enslave the land. Zarok, once the king's mage, had fallen out of favor with the ruler for conducting outlandish experiments with the bodies of the dead. It was said that deep within Peregrine Castle the dead were restless. The dead are to be honored, not kept as playthings of alchemists, declared King Peregrine, and his sea banished Zarok from the castle. All of Zarok's living dead were routed out and destroyed. Zarok, being an unforgiving soul, went into hiding and vowed to wreak his revenge on the king. Rumors of ill-doing and dark deeds abounded through the land of Gallowmere. It was whispered that Zarok had employed the aid of shadowy demons to help build a vast castle. Under the cover of night, Zarok's dark army spilled forth from their corrupt haven. The army marched south across the Silver Mountains and through the Silver Woods. Soon afterwards, even the Pumpkin Lands belonged to Zarok. The folk of Gallows Town cried out for help. "Save us, good King Peregrine!" Retaliation was swift and violent. King Peregrine's forces, led by the brave Sir Fortescue, drove Zarok's army back from Gallows Town. There was much rejoicing, but the war was not yet over. Bloody murder. News that Zarok's army had now taken the Floodlands caused much concern. From this vantage point, Zarok could march west to take the Enchanted Forest. This sacred place would prove a bitter defeat if it fell into the hands of the evil sorcerer. It was Sir Dan Fortescue who once again led the king's militia to rid the demon host from the land. Yet the evil wizard was cunning and had prepared an ambush. A titanic battle ensued of which history has never seen since the like. It is said that the day would have gone to Zarok but for the skill and valor of one man. Fortescue led the charge deep into the massed ranks of the undead, felling Zarok's bodyguard, the fearful Lord Cardok, and before finally succumbing to his own mortal wounds, slew the traitor sorcerer with a mighty sweep of his sword. Oh, great. Well, that'll make reading much more difficult, won't it? The forces of evil were destroyed, but at a terrible price. None but a handful of the king's militia returned from that field. Gallowmere lost a whole generation of young men that day, including Uncanny Tim. What the frick is that? Apologies. Including Candy Tim, the legendary crossbowman and Fortescue's second-in-command, who fell in the first volley of arrows. Zarok's body was never found, though if it lies unmourned in an unmarked grave, then no one in Gallowmere would shed a tear. The shadow demons that had fallen under Zarok's banner were unnatural creatures that did not belong in the world of mortal men. The king declared that they be banished, entombed under the pure earth of the enchanted earth. Imprisoned within an impregnable box of the king's design, the demons were buried deep underground. Their tomb was sealed with a magical device that has since become known as the Shadow Artifact. The land of Gallowmere is a wondrous land of breathtaking sights and adventure. If it's beauty you are looking for, be sure to check out the sights of the Enchanted Forest. Scale the heights and see the nests of giant dragon birds. Seek out weird and wonderful plant life. Go ooh and ah at the sight of baby dragon toads splashing about in the crystal clear ponds. Why not take a walk through Pumpkin Valley? Pumpkin is Gallomere's favorite dish, and about now the valley is just bulging under the weight of young podlings awaiting harvests. If it's mystery you're looking for, then the seasoned adventurer should travel to the ruins of King Peregrine's castle. Yes, this is the fortress from which the fabled King Peregrine once hailed. It is said that the king's crown was lost in the dungeons below the castle, and that the ghost of the regent himself now haunts these cold stone passageways. Spooky. Why not take to the swamps and seek out the mythical town of Mellowmead? This place was once said to be a place of fantastical arcane alchemy, but an age has passed since it was consumed by the murky swamps. Perhaps great treasure awaits any adventurer that can locate its watery resting place. Heroes from History, a retrospective. Chapter 1. In addition to being the strongest man who ever lived, Stanur Ironhewer was unsurpassed in his skills as a blacksmith. He was equally happy pounding on his anvil at home as he was pounding on someone's head in battle. It was said that his only fear was the end of the village smithy as the focus of manufacture in favor of more centralized units. As if. Chapter 2. Born a humble peasant to one of the nomadic tribes from the Eastlands, Bloodmonath Skullcleaver gathered an army of horsemen and swept over half of the civilized world. When he finally died, attempting a single-handed attack on the garrison in the north, while armed only with the spike on his helmet, he was the richest and most powerful peasant of his day. Carl Sterngard. Spent most of his formative years under siege at his family castle. With his impregnable magic shield, Sterngard's motto was the best form of attack is defense. Sadly, his shield couldn't protect him from against poor eating habits, and he died during a post-battle feast while swallowing a large sausage he had failed to chew. Chapter 4. Truly the hero's hero, Woden the Mighty, was fearless, single-minded, and uncompromising. Unbeaten in combat, he inspired raw fear in friends and enemies alike, not to mention in close family members and pets. Chapter 5. Trained from birth in all forms of combat, Imanzi Shangamba was the warrior queen of a tribe of Amazons. The bold and the beautiful Shungama banished all males from her territory except the handful she kept on to mow the lawns of her people. What? Chapter 6. A full-time mother and homemaker, Megwin Stormbinder had to defend her settlement from barbarian raiders while the menfolk were away on a hunting trip. She fought off repeated attacks armed with only a pitchfork and a rolling pin, and with one arm holding her baby. Legend has it that the gods, impressed by her indomitable courage, intervened and added thunderbolts to her arsenal. She won the battle with a couple of bolts to spare on her husband when he finally returned. Chapter 7. Dirk Steadfast was a fearsome opponent thanks to his magic sword and a firmly held belief that only women defend themselves, real men are always on the attack. He was a friend and contemporary of Karl Sterngard and was with him even to the end. It was whilst Steadfast was explaining his views on Sterngard's shield during a feast that the latter had his tragic and inexplicable accident. Chapter 8. Descended from the finest centaur bloodstock, Ravenhooves, the archer was the last prince of his people, a proud and haughty aristocrat. He was an accomplished hunter, sportsman, duelist, playboy, raconteur, and 3 times Derby winner. Chapter 9. Good lord, how many of these are there? Captain of the militia in the time of King Peregrine, Sir Daniel Fortescue found fame when he killed the renegade wizard Zarok. A career soldier raised in the royal household, he was adored by the men under his command, and renowned for his loyalty to Gallowmere. It is said that Fortescue was always destined for greatness, with his square jaw, steely gaze, and thick shock of hair, as black as raven's wings. He looked every inch the hero. I see. So, oh, okay. And we now have the crucifix cast. To whom it may concern, I must make haste, for Zarok's men will be here within the hour. I've taken the crucifix from the church. It is the key to a key. I used the cross to make the attached cast. Then I had it destroyed. It is my hope that this cast falls into the hands of a just and good hero. Signed, the town mayor. Good job, mayor. Ow. Okay then. So, since we have a cast, I need to visit the blacksmiths, as well as kill a few of those guard dudes. I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay. Ah, perfect. Up and down, up and down. Got it. Okay. And we got the crucifix. Easy. Okay, now if we go into the church. we got the safe key, which opens that. Okay. Dear sir or madam, on my travels across Galamir, I have come across many mysterious and enchanting finds. However, that which have filled me with the deepest dread was discovery of the tomb of the shadow demons. The key to their dank prism, the mysterious shadow artifact, is now in my possession. That dress-wearing bully boy Zarok will stop at nothing to retrieve this item. I fear that he knows that it is I who possesses it. Signed, the town mayor. Alright, well, we need to go over this way. Nope. We need to go over this way. Luckily, these levels are pretty small, so you don't really need maps, per se, to navigate them. Nope. Okay. We're up here now. Oh, hey. Hey, boys! 95. There's the chalice. So I just need like one more of those guard dudes. Well, let's find out where they're stomping around. Perhaps on top of this building. Oh, I see. You can't get in through the front door, but you can get in through the chimney. And there's the safe. Aha! And there's a few more of those guys. Cool. So you do have a little bit of leeway when it comes to the villagers. And of course, don't forget to use the safe key, otherwise you will have exited the level with nothing to show for it. But we now have the shadow artifact, which we can use to open up the tomb of the shadow demons, or whatever it's called. Alright, now, where were those guys? Here? Okay. Oh. Instruction from Zarok to his guards. Capture that greedy profiteer, the town mayor. Take him to the asylum dungeons and give the fat boy a good going over. Locate the shadow artifact. And bring me back something nice. Forever yours, Zarok. Okay, let's see. So with that done, we can go in here. And boom. The Hall of Heroes awaits. All right, well, that's enough for the Sleepy Village. I think I've had my fill of fun. So let's get the crap out of here.
Back and forth like a supernatural yo-yo. Maybe the master will make it harder to find those magic egg cups.
Alright, so let's see. Who's glowing? Shield Man, who apparently died by choking on a sausage. And, this guy.
Hey, Mr. Fortisque! I want to talk with you! If this Zorak so bad, why'd you get to go back? Why'd you of all people, Fortisque? It should be I, Blood Monatha Skull Cleaver. When I lived, always I had a pile of slain strewn around me. You spend most of your time organizing a changing of the guard and playing croquet with the king. Still, I lend you my axe. You swing her, you throw her. She thirsts for a slaughter as much as I.
Sure. I will actually be grabbing that axe. That is the thing I intend to get. However, what I want first and foremost... Or, well, we want to just talk to this guy, actually. We don't want the shield.
Ah, Herr Fortescue. You are back on the battlefield, yeah? This is good. People say to me, Stungard, what do you think of this sword or that axe? But I say to them, no! Modern warfare is a question of science, the science of shields. I think maybe you should take my shield, yeah? It is magic, Herr Fortescue. Some say it is better to have a magic sword than a magic shield, but I say to use it as is rubbish!
I like this guy. He's pretty great.
Oh, Danielle. I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
I will in a bit. For now, I want that axe, because it sounds awesome. Blood Monarch Skull Cleaver.
Drink deep of demon blood, my proud beauty.
And we got the battle axe, or just the axe. Now the axe has a couple of settings. As he said, you can throw it. I believe it works like a boomerang if I remember the second game correctly. Or you can, you know, use it to slice things in half, as axes are wont to do. But that is all for this episode of Let's Play MediEvil. Join me next time when we head back to the Enchanted Earth and open up the Shadow Demon's tomb with the Shadow Artifact of Shadows. And not go wherever that is, because I don't know what's up with that. The Asylum grounds. Well, we'll be heading there soon enough. But as mentioned, first we have the Enchanted Earth to go and revisit. Until then, later guys.